It is essential to remain anonymous. Remember, anonymous is no one. Individuality is incompatible with anonymous. Rely on the whole.
Obviously, the mores of the culture have differentiated for the past 20 years and gotten more and more and more extreme, and now people are, willing to believe anything. I mean, look at that Raelian cult. I mean, it's unbelievable to me how, masses can be swayed into these just New Age garbage-type religions.
Welcome back. They call themselves Raelians. People believe their leader has been contacted by extraterrestrials, but it is not their beliefs that have caught attention right now, but it is their pursuit of being the first to bring a human clone onto the planet's surface. The Raelians say the company Clonaid is making progress. That's their company. The leader of the group, Rael, is with us now from Montreal. Now, am I saying that correctly? Your name
yes,
in the group? Okay.
Very good.
I want, just for our audience, I want to make sure that they understand all of this. It was about 20 years ago, 19 years ago. What happened that changed your life and revealed to you so much about this alien civilization?
28 years ago, in 1973, I had an encounter with the Elohim. These people, the Bible talk about the Elohim. In Hebrew, you don't have the word God in the Bible, but Elohim. And in fact, the Bible is the oldest atheist book. There is no God in the Bible, but Elohim, which means in Hebrew, those who came from the sky. It's an advanced civilization which came on Earth a long time ago and created life on Earth by genetic engineering. And we can find in many, many religions of the world traces of what they did long time ago. That was the encounter I had with them in 1973. I met them in 1973, and they gave me a message, and now we have around the world 55,000 members helping me to prepare the coming back of the Elohim.
All right, and they told you to clone people? Because now you have used the money that you've raised, some of it, to create Clonaid.
No, that's not exactly true. We support cloning, and we support a project. We launched a project named Clonaid, which can be found on the website clonaid.com, in order to help the advancement of science, because science is our religion. We don't believe in God, we don't believe in soul, we believe in science, and that science should be free. We have been created on the earth long time ago thanks to science, and only science.
Simply put, what the Venus Project represents and what the Zeitgeist Movement hence condones could be summarized as the application of the scientific method for social concern. One of the greatest discoveries of humankind, which has allowed for tremendous advancement in our abilities on this planet, has been the understanding and application of science. Through the humane application of science and technology to social design and decision-making, we have the means to transform our environment into something exceedingly more balanced, organized, humane, productive, and most importantly, sustainable. As many are aware at this time, both our societal integrity and ecological integrity are in serious question. The current economic system is falling apart at an accelerating rate, with the prospect of worldwide unemployment and destabilization occurring possibly on the largest scale ever seen.
When you hear the words one world, one consciousness, well, that means that everybody's going to speak the same language. We're going to be under the same set of rules. It looks like we're all going to be wearing the same clothes according to this utopia. I mean, what is this? I mean, is this the humanity that you want to bring your children up in? It certainly isn't what I want.
I am human. I am of this planet Earth.
I am a human being. Don't put any qualificative or race or tradition or religion on me. I am before all a human being. Then I can be Jewish, black, Raelian. Remember, you are a human being.
I'm not Christian, I'm human.
I am not Asian, I'm a human being.
I'm not a man, I'm not a father, I'm a human being.
I am a conscious being, not human. And every conscious being is part of my family.
We are not gay, we're human. I'm not a woman, I'm a human being.
I'm not a European, I am a human being.
I am not a transvestite, I am a human being.
If the education will change and every baby born on this earth will receive education saying you are human, you are conscious. Forget the color, forget the religion, you are consciousness. first, then there is no more problem. And then we can choose, of course, different tradition, philosophy, but after and only after. And then there is peace and love on this planet. And the politicians don't have any more power on you.
I'm not Muslim, I'm a human being.
I do not have a label. I'm a human being from the planet Earth.
As long as you identify yourself with the divisions, you cannot be one. If you identify yourself with the unification, you can be one. We are one. But if we identify ourselves, you can write it with our differences. We are not one. And when we are not one, we are ready to kill each other. So love is feeling one. We are one.
The Zeitgeist Movement is not a political movement. It does not recognize divisionary notions such as nations, governments, races, religions, creeds, or class. Rather, we see the world as one organism, with the human species as a singular family. Simultaneously, we acknowledge that we depend entirely on our environment, not only in regard to the necessities of life, such as food, air, and water, but also for influence and guidance in regard to life's processes.
You know, I was very wary with the original release of Zeitgeist. I thought it was, well-produced, excellently done. I had a lot of questions. I actually interviewed Peter Joseph probably 2.5 years ago. And, looking back on it, if you check it out on YouTube, when I asked him, well, how do you feel about people interpreting this as kind of new agey and futuristic and kind of one-worldy, he got very defensive on that. And he was like, well, what's wrong with that? And I countered it by saying, well, a lot of the proponents of that don't seem to have this great utopian vision for the common man. It seems like that utopian vision is for the upper echelon, while the rest of us are pretty much...
We really must take into account the totality. This isn't just a human experience on this planet. This is a total experience, and we know we can't survive without plants and animals. We know we can't survive without the 4 elements, And so when are we going to really start taking that into account? That's what it is to be successful. Success depends on how well we relate to everything around us. I'm very aware of the fact that my grandson cannot possibly hope to inherit a sustainable, peaceful, stable, socially just world unless every child today growing up in Ethiopia, in Indonesia, in Bolivia, in Palestine, in Israel also has that same expectation. You got to take care of the whole community or you're going to have serious problems. And now we have to see that the whole world is the community. And we must all take care of each other that way. And it's not just a community of human beings. It's a community of plants and animals and elements. And we really need to understand that. That's what's going to bring us joy, too, and pleasure. That's what's missing in our lives right now. We can call it spirituality, but the fact of the matter is joy comes from that bliss of connectedness. That's our God spirit. That's that side of ourselves that really feels it. And you can feel it deep inside you. It's this amazing, wonderful feeling. And you know it when you get it. You don't get it from money. You get it from connection.
And one of the things that I don't think you've touched upon enough is the fact that this is very earth-based. And then you find out, these high-level supposed Christian conservatives are really into the occult and pagan earth worship. And if you watch that first Zeitgeist film, the first part of that film is all about sun worship. Well, again, he fails to tell people that the people at the very, very top are into these type of ceremonies. They're into this.
All right.
The next step.
Rael, we're going to have to leave it there. We'll have to have you back sometime.
Okay.
We've run out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's Q&A. I'm Jim Clancy. All of me. The news continues now on CNN.